Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a fan of thrilling, suspenseful, and fascinating stories, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Scary Story, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our latest stories.
The Star Weaver's Lullaby. In a quiet village nestled between rolling hills and a whispering forest, there lived a young girl named Ilara. Her hair was the color of midnight, and her eyes sparkled like twin sapphires. Ilara loved the night sky more than anything. She would sit by her window for hours, tracing constellations with her finger and whispering stories to the stars. But lately, sleep had eluded her. The world felt too loud, too bright, even after the sun dipped below the horizon. One evening, as she sighed at the moon, a soft voice rustled through her curtains. "Oh, dreamer," it hummed, "follow the silver thread." Ilara blinked. A shimmering strand of light, thin as spider silk, floated into her room. It glowed like starlight and hummed a melody so gentle it made her eyelids heavy. Without thinking, she slipped on her slippers and followed the thread out into the night. The thread led her past the village square, where lanterns flickered like drowsy fireflies, and into the enchanted woods. The trees here were ancient and wise, their bark etched with runes that pulsed faintly. Leaves rustled secrets as Ilara walked, and the air smelled of lavender and pine. The silver thread wove deeper into the forest, guiding her to a clearing where the moonlight pooled like liquid silver. In the center stood a figure cloaked in twilight. Her gown was stitched from shadows and starlight, and her hair cascaded like a waterfall of smoke. She held a spindle in one hand, spinning threads of light into a tapestry that shimmered with scenes of dreams. Children flying on owl wings, oceans made of liquid amber, and castles built from clouds. "I am Nixia the Star Weaver," the woman said, her voice a lullaby. "You've been tugging at my threads, little one. Your sleeplessness has called to me." Ilara's cheeks warmed. I didn't mean to disturb you," Nixia smiled. "Rest is not a disturbance. Come, let me show you where dreams are born." She beckoned Ilara to a small boat moored at the edge of a hidden lake. The water was ink black, but streaked with reflections of distant galaxies. As they drifted, Nixia dipped her hand into the water, pulling up a handful of shimmering mist. "This is the river of reverie," she explained. "It carries the dreams of all living things. But sometimes, when hearts are restless, the river grows choppy, and dreams cannot find their way home." Ilara peered into the water. Beneath the surface, she saw fleeting images. A boy afraid of storms, a mother humming a forgotten song, an old man cradling memories of a lost friend. Their worries rippled the water like pebbles. "You see," Nixia murmured, "even the bravest souls carry shadows, but dreams soften the edges." She handed Ilara a lantern shaped like a crescent moon. "Hold this. Its light will guide us to the dreaming tree." The boat drifted to an island where a colossal tree towered, its branches cradling thousands of glowing orbs. Each orb pulsed with soft light, and inside, Ilara saw snippets of dreams. A kitten chasing snowflakes, a garden where flowers sang, a bridge made of rainbows. "These are the dreams I weave," Nixia said. "But the tree is struggling. Too many hearts are heavy, and their sorrow dims the light. She placed a hand on the trunk, and the tree shuddered, its roots trembling. Ilara's throat tightened. "How do I help?" Nixia's eyes gleamed. "By lending me your voice. Sing the song in your heart, and we'll mend the threads." Ilara hesitated. She'd always been shy about singing, but the lantern's light flickered encouragingly, and Nixia hummed a note so warm it felt like a hug. Closing her eyes, Ilara began to sing. Her voice was hesitant at first, wobbling like a fawn's legs, but as she sang, the words turned into something pure, a melody woven from starlight and childhood memories. The tree's branches swayed, and the dream orbs brightened, casting kaleidoscope patterns on the ground. Nixia joined in, her voice deeper, older, harmonizing with Ilara's until the air thrummed with magic. One by one, the dim orbs reignited. The boy, afraid of storms, now dreamed of dancing in puddles. The mother found her song again. The old man smiled in his sleep, holding hands with a memory. The river of reverie stilled, its surface smooth as glass. Exhaustion swept over Ilara, sweet and heavy. Nixia caught her as she swayed, cradling her like a breeze cradles a leaf. "Sleep, little weaver," Nixia whispered. "You've done enough for one night." When Ilara awoke, she was back in her bed, dawn painting her walls peach and gold. Had it all been a dream? But on her windowsill sat a tiny silver thread, and when she touched it, a familiar hum filled the room, the same melody she'd sung beneath the dreaming tree. That night, Ilara slept deeply for the first time in months, and in her dreams, she wandered the enchanted woods, guided by a woman in a starlit cloak, spinning dreams for those who needed them most. The end. This story blends gentle fantasy with soothing imagery, perfect for lulling a restless mind. The themes of empathy, healing, and quiet courage are wrapped in a dreamlike atmosphere, with soft pacing and rich sensory details to ease the listener into sleep.
Dear friends, if you enjoyed today's video, please support me by leaving a comment and subscribing to my channel, Scary Story. If you have a story you'd like to hear, let me know, and I'll bring it to you. See you in the next videos. Take care, and goodbye.